The Kip Drive chest to rings is kind of like a kipping chest to rings. What we're going to do is a bit complicated, so pay attention closely. Number one, foot position on the floor, underneath rings, about armpit height. You want to separate your feet. The reason why we separate our feet is because it allows us more hip extension. If you can see, my legs are straight, my legs are apart, and I can push my hips quite far, and I feel stretch a little bit in the adductors. But if my feet are together, when I push, I don't feel stretch in the adductors, and I feel a pinch in my low back. It's hyperextension of the lumbar spine. We want to avoid that. Plus, we want the extra extension during the kipping ring muscle up. We'll explain that later. When your feet are apart, you're going to start hands in a pronated neutral grip position with your bum down. Now, when you pull, the idea is that we're driving the feet down into the floor. So it's a downward drive, not the pull. The pull is the result of us getting drive, and once I drive my bum up and then my arms pull in, what you notice, if you look carefully, is my feet move a little bit. So I have to make a little bit of adjustment per rep. I'll start here, and as I drive up, my feet kind of swing in, so I gotta hop them back out. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get activation through the glutes, downward push with their feet. It's kind of the same thing. And then the result is a lot of excess power, and we guide the rings to our chest to finish that. When we do the kipping ring muscle up, we drive our feet forward, we're gonna be driving them backward, which is going to throw our upper body up, causing a ripple effect from toes to shoulders. And then once the shoulders have that speed, we're guiding the rings into the catch position, and that's how we're going to finish the kipping ring muscle up. It's a pretty important drill. This movement pattern is also quite important. They all are, but make sure that when you're doing this, that you're giving yourself plenty of time to go through the checks. Rings, armpit height, okay? Feet directly beneath the rings. And then when you're here, your bum shouldn't actually be on the ground, but your head should be forward, not like this, okay? We're not here and then bending and jumping. Much simpler. Straight legs, bum down, drive, and then guide the rings to the sides of your rib, not to your shoulders, to the sides of your rib, and that's where we will be able to transition.